Let's talk about the last possession. I know you were the first choice to get a shot there, and it looked like that you had a decent look on the first one. And I know I kind of joke with you sometimes that you're too soft, maybe you were too hard on that one, going up too strong. You felt like you had a good look there, and you had enough that should have went in.
Yep.
What did you just didn't come off your hand right? Somebody get a hand on it? What?
Couldn't tell you. Just didn't drop. Yep.
The second one turns into kind of desperation from about 10 feet. And I think you had people, all around you at that point, just put it up there and see what was there. I know it's got to be discouraging. It can't come down to having to make one of those two shots to tie the game, put it into overtime, and go back to, and both you can answer this, to Shar. 31.6% shooting is not going to fly. It just isn't. That's not enough baskets. And I brought up the fact that it plays a part. I mean, it doesn't play a huge part only because you did come back and cut the deficit and get back in the game. But I counted 8 turnovers or missed shots for them in the first 6 minutes of the game, and all that UNC had to show for that was a 7-0 lead. Go back to that period of time. Did you feel like when you get the ball on offense, and they haven't done anything at the other end? It was a sense of urgency too much at that point to jump out and get that gap wider than that, or not? Does that make sense?
I think we just had a lot of self-inflicted wounds at that time. I think Coach kept telling us in the huddles to just relax. So I think we just came out. We felt the urgency was there, and that might have messed us up a little bit at the beginning because, like I said, we were just having self-inflicted wounds. We'll make them turn the ball over, and then, we'll give it right back to them. So, yeah, it just couldn't show up.
Where do you feel like it got away from you in that second half? Any point during that second half where you feel like they started to do things, have their way more, and it got to where you were playing catch up and at least really having to press to stay in the hunt?
I mean, I think we were kind of playing catch up a lot until the last couple of minutes. There was a couple huge rebounds that we didn't get that really killed us.
Yeah, they had a couple possessions where they had at least three attempts.
Yeah, that's hard to, play against, and it's defeating as a team when you don't rebound and they get extra shots. So I don't know. It's a focus thing, I think, knocking down shots, and that's what it boils down to is, like you said, 31% is not going to fly, and that's going to have to increase if we want to start winning games.
I don't know if either one of you can talk to this, but as seniors, maybe, you get past you two, and there's not much offense there. You get 6 points off the bench. As seniors, do you take it upon yourself to be more vocal in that regard, getting people to maybe take more shots, square themselves up better, or you leave that completely to a coach and staff?
No, I think we have to. On the court, we're always talking to Kylie and Courtney and Scotty, or Savannah. We call her Scotty, but Savannah Scott, just to be confident in their shot. They're like the best 3-point shooters on our team, so they can drop them, when they're just confident in it. When they do their mechanics, they'll fall for them. So, yes, we take it upon ourselves to let them know that if you're open, shoot it, and if it doesn't fall, continue to shoot, because eventually it will.
We're 21 games into the season now, and I think probably after the 4th or 5th game we were asking, and you guys are answering these same questions.
Yeah.
Does it get to a point where it's like, man, at some point the lights got to go on, that there's certain aspects of the game that have to improve drastically for this team to turn a corner?
I think it's frustrating when we continue to talk about the same things, continue to ask the same things, or coach continuing to tell us the same thing. It's frustrating when you feel like you're just not turning the corner that needs to be turned, and I don't know, you just gotta keep grinding. You gotta keep going hard at it, and hope that eventually something will click. I mean, that's all we can hope for.
I mean, we have moments of greatness when things are clicking, and we have games that prove that we can play with anybody in the conference. And right now, our goal is obviously to get to the tournament, top 8. That's what we're going for, putting our head to the grindstone, and we will be top 8, and we'll go to the tournament. And I know the conference is madness; everything's up in the air, and anyone can beat anybody any given night.
You start watching scores a little bit at this point?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
See where you're kind of fitting in there?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, we just know that we need to turn the corner. It's going to have to happen. If we keep the losing streak, it's not going to be good for us. And I don't think DeShera and I and our other fellow seniors are going to let that happen. And it's go time for us. And we're not going to lose any more home games, I want to say. And I know we're going to do everything it takes to do that. And even though, I mean, we're down to the last shots, obviously, today, and as the turning point, and I feel like that's all of our games are right down to the few moments when breakdowns happen and it doesn't go our way. So I think we'll be all right. We just need to get to the tournament, and that's what we need to focus on and just keep getting better in practice.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else?